It's a tradition that began in 1966, and off we go on a Thanksgiving afternoon in Dallas. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
The Cowboys take over first and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Prescott looks to throw right away. And this intercepted on the first play of the game. Darius Slay with a pick. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Eagles defense gets a pick-6 TD. So a big defensive play there on the opening drive, no less, as they make the interception and bring it back for the score.
And I think that's a signal for how this defense wants to play. They want to be disruptive, and you know they're going to take some chances.
Well, sometimes it can burn you, but right there, it paid off. The extra point by York is up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. So they throw the pick-6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. As mentioned, this one of the hottest teams in the NFL, riding that winning streak into this one, but now playing here on Thursday night. Do you think that this helps or hurts their momentum?
Well, ordinarily, I'd say it hurts the momentum because now you get that short week. But when a team's playing as well as they are, it actually allows them to down focus and only worry about themselves and less about their opponent. So when you're playing well, you just worry about the things you're doing well and let the opponent deal with that.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30. The first carry now for Tony Pollard. And Pollard going to pick up a Cowboys first down as the tackle made up near the 35. Well, Charles, this Thanksgiving tradition, so great. I mean, going back essentially through the full century of the NFL, I know you probably have a lot of fond memories of Thanksgiving Day football yourself.
I certainly do, and I don't have the Turkey Bowl tradition. You know, the families that go out and play and then come in and sit down to their feast and watch football. But I remember reading about, the Lions jumping on the Packers on Thanksgiving Day. The only loss the Packers had in 1962, and they sacked Bart Starr over 10 times in that game. And I remember Dave Williams from the Bears returning the overtime kickoff for a touchdown to win a game on Thanksgiving Day. I remember so many different things happening. But how much fun is it each and every year to know that you've got football on Thanksgiving Day?
On second down, it's Pollard. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. The Cowboys at 9-1 on the year, and they come in on the heels of yet another victory. That ran their win streak, Charles, up to 7 now.
And I think that last win, that established them and stamped them, to me, as Super Bowl frontrunners. They're playing with extreme confidence, and you need that in order to go all the way.
47.
First down, Prescott. Buying time to his left. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down.
He was certainly quick to atone for his early game interception. Instead of making another mistake forcing something, he reset himself and found a lane to pick up the first down.
So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 right at the 40. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. 46 yards rushing for him now. He's only carried the ball 4 times.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. And I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
From the red zone now, Prescott. They'll roll him out right. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's second down.
I did like his decision-making there to make sure they picked up something instead of forcing the throw. Now they've got more manageable play coming up to try and pick up the first down, and don't rule out the possibility that he just keeps it and runs again.
Pollard will take it up the gut, and running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
That play reminded me a lot of a former teammate of mine. We used to call him the trash man. His ability to sift through traffic and make plays was uncanny.
And that's exactly what you want from your Mike linebacker. This will be play number 9 of the drive here as they need 4 yards on 3rd down. Now some movement before the snap. And we'll hear from our referee for the first time this afternoon. After the false start, sets up a 3rd and 9.
Here we go. Go to 54. Go to 54. Wide 8. Here we go, 47. Hey, kill. 47. 26.
Here's Prescott. Takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Well, it's been a tough go for him. These guys have been driving down the field, but defensively, once they got their backs to the goal line, turned up the pressure, that's going to lead to a 4th down. Well played.
Oh, this ball hangs out to the right. It's no good.
Always disappointing when you miss a field goal, but when you're playing against a defense this good, you and I both know that's a crucial miss because you can't afford to leave any points out there. You've got to take them when you can.
Hurts and the Eagles come up here 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. They'll start on the ground with Swift. Up past the 25 to the 26, a gain of 5. These two teams, they met earlier in the season in Philly with the Eagles winning that ball game. So they are gunning for the sweep here in Dallas. Second down, here's Jalen Hurts. That's caught by the big tight end, Dallas Goedert. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Dallas Goedert, of course, he'll do well in this stadium. He's got a 1st down.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
And he's got this one across midfield into Cowboy territory. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4. Another good run there for a guy who, remember, on Wednesday was named NFC Offensive Player of the Week for what he did a week ago.
Yeah, and you know it takes some solid runs and some extra special ones in order to win that type of an award. I think he's locked in and wants to get it done a 2nd time.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Call that a loss of a yard, and things get a little more difficult here, 3rd and 5.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
3rd and 5. Hurts. Flushed out right. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Hurts dangerous when he runs that football. He's got a first.
First down, Philadelphia.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Start of the second quarter, and it's the Eagles in possession as they've got it with a 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, it's Swift. And an excellent job of finding the opening as he's got this now all the way down to the 22. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
But they're getting ready to go to work now in prime real estate after that last run. Found his spot and picked up nice yardage, didn't he?
And now he's got him knocking on the door of the red zone. First down, and they go with Swift again. And he'll be taken down near the 20 at the 21. Sam Williams bringing him down that time.
A 1-yard gain could look like a disaster, but it all depends on how the game is going. Is it a series of 1-yard gains running the ball? If that's the case, you might have to start thinking about throwing it a little bit more. But if it's just the occasional 1-yard run, hey, congratulations to the defense. They won that one. Come back and get them the next time.
They'll stay on the ground with Swift. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
This has been a good drive so far, and it's been a running game for the most part that's powered them down there. Another nice burst there, picking up a first down. Now it's 1st and 10, as you said, in the red zone.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. In motion right is Watkins. Swift going to try up the middle.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
They work now on 2nd and 9. They will run straight ahead with Swift. And he'll take this one inside the 10 down to the 8. Give him 3 yards, and now they're left needing a conversion here on 3rd and 6. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Here's 3rd and 6. Throwing is Hurts. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Malik Hooker. And the Cowboys are going to take over at their own 13-yard line.
Definitely not the ideal time to see that mistake, partner, because this is still a one-possession game, and that's at least a field goal that just vanished with that turnover. Now, pressure's on defensively to prevent that pick from turning into points for the other side.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. So the drive's going to start with Pollard. And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would be the #1 seed.
And that's a great spot to be in. But I love the phrase, if it ended today. And I'll guarantee you, that's what they've discussed in their locker room, in their meeting rooms. Yeah, we know where we'd be if it ended today, but we also know it's not ending today.
Right.
So they've got to continue to play the type of ball that put them in the spot where they're #1 in their conference.
A second down throw for Prescott. Left side to Lamb. And he was able to shed one tackle but could not get away from there. It'll go as a gain of 4. And that's going to set up a tough 3rd and 9. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first.
Hey, chill. 47. We're going to 54. Why is?
On 3rd down, it's Prescott. He's got his target. That's complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Give him 32 yards as we inch our way to the 2-minute warning. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman, both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
On 1st and 10, Prescott. That is caught by Lamb. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. First down now, but that clock rolling. To the air again, Prescott. That's dumped off to Pollard. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out in the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
Prescott now on 2nd down. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender. Couldn't create space, couldn't uncover at the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
They missed a field goal on their last drive. Here they need something to even get into field goal range on 3rd down. Here's Prescott. Forced out to his left. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. Big yardage there on the scramble and gets him a first down.
Brandon, that's a gamer move right there. Facing 3rd down, steps up, calls his own number, and nearly makes the house call. If I'm the coach, I let him take another one right here. Give him a chance to be the first one to hit the end zone after that effort he just gave him.
They'll run with Pollard. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Cowboys. Tony Pollard with now 15 rushing touchdowns on the year. And the Cowboys are on the board here in the final minute of the first half. Aubrey good with a PAT. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Hurts sets up to throw it. They'll try and set up the screen to Swift. He'll be tackled shy of the 35. The power move there couldn't buy him much space. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
Here's Hurts to throw. And that'll be incomplete with just 6 seconds left on the clock.
That's a defensive coordinator's got to be happy with that result. They took away all options downfield and forced the incompletion.
Back to throw again. And Hurts is going to be hit and taken down to the ground. And they're going to take a timeout good defensively. So with fourth down coming up, they go ahead and burn it and say we'll see what happens. On is the punter man as he boots this one away. Agnew now to return. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. Set and ready to go for the second half. One touchdown apiece, 7-7 our score. And the half will begin with a touchback. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Well, the first half very even. I mean, really, in all facets, this ball game tied, Charles. So as we start the third quarter, curious to see what the second half brings us.
Certainly am. I'm with you on that one. And we all know a lot of coaches from the NFL all the way down to the Pee-wee level. They love to spin it to their teams. Hey, we're starting a brand new, shorter ball game. It's all even. Let's go out and seize it. This is ours.
Get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 61 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game. Defensively, they were in the 3-4. Solid run up the middle. What made it successful?
Well, what you have to do is control the nose guard, but sometimes you don't do it by blocking him. You do it by influencing him. Get him moving to one side or the other and hit him back on the opposite.
And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. That good for 22 and a first down. They've done a pretty good job containing him up until this drive, and until that run, there was no containing him at all.
Yeah, you're right about that. He finally popped free, but we didn't have to be in their practice sessions. We didn't have to be in their meeting rooms. They planned for a run like that to happen, maybe a couple of them. But what did they tell their guys all week? You know what they said. Move on to the next play. That one just happened. Let it go.
And a hard-working run here as he's got it inside the 20, down to the 17. 12 more yards there and another first down.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Once again, it's Swift. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old-school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. What's that, 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive. And like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. They'll say no gain on the play there. Now it'll be 3rd down. Keep in mind, if you're thinking of staying on the ground, this is a top 5 rush defense.
Yeah, but I don't think you shy away totally with the run. At least show them the hint of a run before you decide to throw the football.
A field goal would get them the lead, but that's not what they're shooting for as they come up on 3rd down. Now a whistle, and I think a penalty here for a delay. No, they're going to say timeout. They did get the timeout in time. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. On 3rd down, here comes Swift. And he picks up the first as he's able to take it down to the 7-yard line. Give him the 3rd down conversion, 5 yards on the play.
Someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot has been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on 3rd down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards. They'll try and run forward with Penny. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5. And the ball smacked down on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll just throw this one over in the way of the security crew. Incomplete here.
Boy, that was lockdown coverage there. He's scanning for someone to come open. But that was great work to blanket everyone. And in the end, he's just got to throw it away.
This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on 3rd and goal? He'll look to throw. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Trayvon Diggs. And the Cowboys are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. And no more. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
3rd quarter, all tied up. This is 2nd and 10. Here's Pollard again. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
Sometimes your philosophies get challenged at times you don't want them to. They did try to stick to the running game on the first 2 plays. Didn't amount to much.
And now facing a 3rd and long at the outset of this drive. Here comes 3rd down at 7. Now Prescott. That is caught. He's going to have the 1st down and then some. Down the right sideline. CeeDee Lamb. Touchdown. Cowboys. CeeDee Lamb. Halfway to 100 now with career touchdown number 50. And the Cowboys have taken the lead. Now the extra point up and good by Aubrey. And that makes the score 14-7. So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
Second down. Here's Hurts. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a 3rd down situation.
Partner just a second earlier, and they might have had him because they certainly thought they were going to close in and drop him behind the line of scrimmage, but he had just enough time to dodge the pressure, and he ends up getting yardage before being stopped.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Well, they certainly aren't ready up today, partner, because they've forced big turnovers already, and it's been incredibly tough for them to get yards against, let alone put points up on the board.
And a fair catch called for and made just inside the 35-yard line. It'll wind up just a 35-yard punt, no return, and the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Second and 10. They run straight ahead here with Pollard. Calling no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a third down.
Now, obviously, that's some good work there defensively, being able to stop them and bringing up a key third down. But if you're on the offensive side of the ball, there's an opportunity, because I know what defensive guys are thinking right now. Just stop them, get to the ball. That means they might not be sound defensively. There could be some opportunities.
And you said key third down. Highlight that word, put it in bold. Here we go. The offense on third down, they've been good. 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
Good clean play. No flags coming out of the pocket of the officials. Turns into an incompletion, and that should get them off the field with a 3 and out.
Out now comes the Cowboys punter as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. Returnable now for Allen. Nice punt, but good work on the return to get back 11 yards. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there was a quick 3 and out, then they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
2nd and 7, operating from the 34. A handoff, Swift running to the left. Oh, he's hit, he lost the football, put it on the carpet. It's picked up by the Cowboys. And they get the football, they'll set up shop at their own 49-yard line. He has been a workhorse for them in this game, and ball security hasn't been an issue until that point. Yeah,
and let's face it, when he's going to carry the ball that many times, he becomes more and more of a target for the defense, knowing that he's going to be the primary guy. They'll just send more and more players towards him, trying to make sure they knock the ball free.
Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. But despite the completion, they're going to wind up losing 3 there. 2nd down. To throw is Prescott. And that is incomplete.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Prescott. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. A big play there as they get the conversion on 3rd and 13.
And that certainly appears to be a critical conversion right there, because not only do they keep the drive going, they take valuable time off the clock as well. They have to feel really good about that last completion.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. And he is going to lose yardage here. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down.
When a draw works, it can be a thing of beauty. But when it doesn't, oh, it can be ugly. And in this case, loss of yardage ugly.
After the loss, they'll come up 2nd and 13. Running right, it's Pollard. And there is nowhere for him to cut back as he's taken down in the backfield. 3rd and 15 coming up after that loss of 2.
Well, they went back to him, but the results were similar, so I highly doubt that he'll get another opportunity here on 3rd and long.
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. Off the play fake. Prescott. Open man run. It's complete. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. Boy, a nice play there as they wind up converting on 3rd and 15. Big hook up there. Forced to throw it on 3rd down. The connection's going to keep the drive alive and also keep the clock moving.
Yeah, and from a defensive perspective, didn't get a sack, didn't knock the ball free, didn't break up the pass. The clock keeps running on you. You're in a dire situation now.
And he'll take this one inside the 10 down to the 8. And his defense here going to burn their 2nd timeout. But you can also factor in another timeout that they'll get when the clock stops at the 2-minute warning. The ball on the 8 still could get a 1st down technically. 2nd and 7. Now Prescott. And he will find his man on the outside. And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pickup of 3. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They're facing a critical 3rd down now as they try to hold on to this lead. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the 1st down. Throwing, Prescott. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Finally hauled down for the first time this game. Multiple defenders in there to drop him.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. This to perhaps salt this one away. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they stop it prior to what will be an important 4th down. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This to make it a 2-score game. And he'll try and throw here on the fake. And this one will not work out. It is incomplete. They pass up the 3, fake it. It doesn't work. And this 10-play drive winds up yielding nothing. Here's 1st and 10. He's back to throw. Oh, and that's going to sabotage their comeback plans. It is intercepted. Picked off by Malik Hooker. We got to have 2 hands on the football here as they run on 1st down. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Prescott here to throw. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion. Here's Prescott. That is intercepted. And the Eagles are going to take over once again at their own 37-yard line. Oh, and I saw the pressure coming at him. That just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it, and the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy, and can he step into a throw. And when you can't do that, oftentimes interceptions result.
And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. Just over 50 seconds remain. Here's 2nd and 10. Back to throw. Oh, no, he lost the football. And now this ball picked up by the offense. But here in the final 2 minutes of the game, this will be born dead. Only the fumbler can advance the football. So this will go back to the spot of the fumble itself. Now Hurts going to shift him around a bit. Now flags come in here. Look like one of the Eagles might have moved. This crowd turning up the decibel level. It's 3rd and long. They'll look to throw. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
I think we were both wondering if we were going to see them try to push it deep downfield, facing a one-possession deficit late, and they certainly didn't disappoint. They gave it an effort.
The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. No choice but to go. Here's 4th down now. Try it here. He's back to throw. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and it would appear the Cowboys are going to win this football game. Prescott. He's going to take a shot right away for the end zone. Oh, and that is incomplete. So this one will end in a victory for the Dallas Cowboys. And, you know, it wasn't a shutout. They did give up the points in the 1st quarter, but 2nd, 3rd, and 4th quarter, they held them scoreless.
Brandon, if you throw a shutout for quarters 2, 3, and 4, you win a lot of games in this league. And this felt a lot like, almost like if you say baseball, and the pitcher goes through the lineup the first time and the hitters get to see him, and then they come out after that and the bats start blazing, right? I think they saw their best stuff in the 1st quarter and just shut everything down from that point on. What a great, convincing performance.
So for Dallas, they get win number 10 on the year as they move to 10-1. And they'll get a few extra days to get ready for next week. Meanwhile, for the Eagles, we'll see how this affects their playoff standing as they fall to 7-4 now on the year. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.